Okay, so we are in the key Snell. I said key smell last time. And we're the Ashley Fundamentals of Piano Theory prep level. We're halfway through Unit 8. We did the major and the minor 5-finger patterns, and now we're on to the major and minor triads. And the word triad is a 3-note chord. And the word 3, triad, like TRI, triad, triangle, you have 3 sides on a triangle or 3 points on a triangle, and you're going to have 3 notes in your triad. And you're going to have the root, which is the first scale degree. So root is also like the first, the third, and the fifth. So it's going to be skipping. So you're going to start with number 1. You're going to skip 2. You're going to go to number 3. You're going to skip 4. And you're going to hit number 5. So it's 1, 3, and 5. Just how you go do, mi, sol, mi, do, block. Or just like you're playing your arpeggios if you're playing a woodwind instrument. And this is if you are playing a G major and it's written out on treble clef. So it says to write the letters on the keyboards for major, and then circle the root, third, and fifth. I'll color them in, and then draw them on the staff, and then color the first, third, and fifth with your pencil. Like this. I'll just circle them. I'll just write the whole thing out and then I'll color it in. And then draw them on their root, third, and fifth like here. So we're going to just copy and paste. Boom, 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 boom. And just know that it switches back and forth between bass and treble clef. Okay, so it starts with C major. So we have C here. C, D, E, F, G. Before I do anything, I'm just going to write it out here too. So I have C, D, E, F, G. I'm going to also write it up an octave too. I can go C, D, E, F, G. So what is my root here? My root is the first scale degree. That's my root, so that is C. My third scale degree, so C, D, E. 1, 2, 3, E. Oops, I meant to write. See, this is why it needs to be erasable, guys, because I just always make mistakes. It needs to be your third scale degree, and that's E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So fifth scale degree, and that's G. So we have C, E, and G. See how they're nice and evenly stacked. If you have all line notes, or if you start on a line note, your third and your fifth are also going to be line notes. If you're starting on a space note for the C, then your E and your G are also going to be space notes. These are like your snowman triads. So let's see if we're going to color these in and make them all pretty. So you have C, you have E, and you have G. Or you have C, you have E, and you have G. Okay, so now we're going on to G 5-finger scale. You're not going to literally copy and paste because this is in treble clef and this is in bass clef. So we can go G, A, B, C, D. G, A, B, C, D. So take a second and try and figure out what you think is the root, third, and fifth, and I'm going to see what my dog is eating. Quinny, what are you doing? Put that down. Thank you. No, thank you. She got a little too intense with her toy. Let dogs be dogs, right? Okay, so our root is going to be the first scale degree, which is G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So G, B, and D. So G, B, D. See how we're just skipping. G, B, D. G, B, D. And I'm going to write it out here. G, B, and D. Okay, next, F. F, G, A, B flat, C. F, G, A, B flat, C. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, F, A, C, F, A, C. All space notes. Quinny Mobini, no thank you. You need to put it down. I'm gonna come and get it. I'm gonna come and get it. F, A, C, F, A, C. 3, 2, 1. Thank you. This was the toy she destroyed. Okay, next is D. D, E, F sharp. Can you see her in the video? Yeah, she wants her toy back. G, A. So here we can start really low, or we can just start right here. D, E, F sharp, G, A. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when we're talking about scale degrees, we have to put the number and we have to put that little carrot top on top. That's how we kind of let people know that we're talking about our scale degrees. So we have D, we have F sharp. Make sure we get the sharp sign after, otherwise we're just talking about F. So we have D, F sharp, and A. Let's use green this time, mix it up, have some fun. I feel like Bob Ross when I'm talking about my colors, you know. We have this lovely grass green here. We have our D, we have our F sharp. I'm gonna color that F sharp in. Make sure our audience knows that we're talking. Oh, my dog just jumped up on the chair behind me. Okay, that's okay. Here we have A, 5-finger scale, so F, G, A, B, C sharp, D, E. A, B, C sharp, D, E. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, C sharp. You may not have that toy. No, thank you. Okay, so we have A, C sharp, E. Oh, let's use pink this time. A, C sharp, and E. And now here, last but not least, we have E. E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B. And you're going to want to reference, like, if you're just learning these from the last section, you're going to want to reference your 5-finger scales from the last page. That's okay. Oops, here we go. E, F sharp, G sharp. You may not have that toy. No, thank you. A, B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. E, G sharp, B. E. Oops, I did this part first last time. That's okay. Oh, let's see. What color did I not use? I didn't use Roy G. Biv. Red, orange, yellow, green, purple. And I didn't do my pink up here. Ah! I dropped it. 1, 3, 5. Okay, so just remember when you're playing these arpeggios, you're going to go 1, 3, 5, 3, 1, or 5, 3, 1, 3, 5. Okay, so it says name these major triads. You don't have to write the whole word major out. Just make sure that you write C with a capital M. Remember, if it's a lowercase m, that's going to equal minor. And that's on the next page. So here we have F-A-C. Well, that's F because it's in the root. And that's F major. Here we look at the root, and that's how we identify the chord. That's an E. It's an E major triad. Look at the root. That's a C. That's a C major triad. Look at the root. That's an A. A major triad. G. That's a G major triad. Yes, we'll have to play these chords and look at what the actual notes are later pages, but right now we know that this page is all major. So we can just look at the bottom note and say, I can see that the root of the chord is a D here, and I know that this whole page is about major triads, so I can assume that, after looking at the root and seeing it's a D, I can assume that it's a D major triad. Okay, we switch to bass clef. This is a C. It's a C major triad. This is a D major triad. This is an A major triad. This is an F major triad. This is an E major triad. And this is a G major triad. Let me check and see if the video is still recording. And we're good. Now we're moving on to minor. So the difference between major and minor, at least looking at how to kind of a quick cheat of how to switch a major triad from a minor triad, is that we're going to lower the third scale degree a half step. So if it was E, we're going to bring, at least from C major, C, E, G, we're going to bring the E down a half step to E flat. So if it was F major, F, A, C, we're going to look at that third scale degree and we're going to bring it down to A flat. A major, we're going to bring the C sharp down to C sharp down to C natural. So bring it down a half step. So here they want you to change from a C major triad to a C minor triad. So C major is C, E, G. Or we're just going to copy and paste it, C, E, G. Now I'm going to bring the third down a half step. The third is E, so I'm going to make the E down a half step to E flat. Here, G major. G, B, D. I'm going to copy and paste it, G, B, D. Now what's my third? Root third. Okay, the third needs to come down a half step, make it flat. D, D, F sharp, A. Okay, well, I'm not going to copy and paste that sharp unless I know I can erase it. What's it? The third coming down a half step is going to make it natural. So I can write it like this, or I can just write it like this. Up to you. A major, A, C sharp, E. Bringing that sharp down a half step is going to make the note natural, so it's just A minor. You can put the natural sign if you want, but really it's just in parentheses. So E major, E. Quinn, you may not have that toy. E, G sharp, B. Bringing that third down a half step, so E, G, B. And what you guys should do is you should play these on the piano. And here, I'm going to turn my keyboard on right now so it'll warm up. And you can hear the difference between the two. You better get your mouth away from that toy, Missy. F, A, C. Quinn? Don't even think about it. Then F. Now it's natural, so it needs to come down a half step, make a flat, A, C. Okay, so here's where we need to actually bring the keyboard into, I'm going to bring this up here, and I'm going to adjust the video so you can see the keyboard with the piano maybe a little bit. Okay, so I have this first section right here. It says G flat. Oh, I'm sorry, it does not say G flat at all. It says G with a B flat and a D. Well, that sounds kind of spooky to me. But so I know how to identify that as minor, but I'm going to just play around with that third right here, and I'm going to bring it up a half step. Well, I know G, B, D is major, and I can bring that third down to make it minor. So that's a G minor triad, and this is a G major triad. This is G minor. Remember, if I'm writing out minor, I put a line above it. You can also reference the page over here. See, this is G minor. Or you can reference your 5-finger scales and say that, oh, I put this down a half step right here. Or where was it at? Right here. Oh, look at that. Say, okay. Here we have a D, an F, and an A. Oh, there's spooky central. That's D minor. You can also say, this was major, D, F sharp, A. lowering it makes it minor. Here we have C, E flat, and G. C, E flat, and G. Spooky central. Here we have an E, G, and a B. This is an E minor. Oh, these are all minor. It says identify these minor triads. Duh, I thought we were going back and forth. See, this is why we read the instructions. Look at the root, guys. This is A minor. At least we can hear how these sound. F, A flat, and C. That's F minor. Now we're in bass clef. We have A minor, A, C, E. Quinn, don't lick the page. You're going to get a paper cut. You have F minor. So these all kind of have a familiar sound to them. We have B minor. Oh, wait, no. Wow, Ashley, you read that in treble clef. Guys, this is why we got to check our clefs. That is D minor. And this would be played down here, but that's not in your range of view, so I'm just going to play it where you can see it. This is C in the root. Here we have a G, B flat. And then here we have an E minor chord. Notice how all of my M's have those lines over top of it to help me identify and help who's ever looking at this identify. Here, over here, they just wrote it as a lowercase. This is ink, and ink is very particular when it's being printed. I can easily tell that that's lowercase. My handwriting and other people's handwriting is not that particular and precise. So here it says draw these major chords. Okay, C, E, G. G major, G, B, D. F major, F, A, C. Notice how all of my line notes are on the lines and my space notes are in the space. They're evenly stacked. They're not scattered. They're straight on top of each other. D, Quinn. My dog is in a mood today, guys. D, F sharp, A major, A. Oh, my laundry's done. A, C sharp, E, E major, E, G sharp, B. We're switching to bass clef. Here we have C, E, G. G major. Oh, we're literally just doing everything. Wow, this is original. G, B, D. F, A, C. I'm going to bring this up an octave here. If I brought it down an octave, it would look like this. Okay, just to show you what that would look like. Oh, yeah. Here's A major. And here is E major. E major down an octave would look like this. E major up an octave would look like this. Minor. So I'm going to look at this. I'm going to say, hold on, I got to see what time it is here. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. So C, E, and G. I'm going to take this and I'm going to lower the third. Boom. I'm going to just do it down here too. C, E, and G. Take it and lower the third. So it was major. Lower the third. Now it's minor. G minor. G. Lower the third. Oop. That looks really bad. I'm going to redo that. And then I'm going to put it in bass clef. So major, minor, F minor, F, A, C, and I'm going to lower the third. And then F, A, C, and lower the third. So here's major, and here's minor. D major, so D did have a sharp here, and I'm going to make it natural. And I'm going to bring it up an octave. So here's major. here is A major. A had a sharp, now I'm making it natural. And here it is down the octave. And E. E had a sharp, making it natural. And there we go. Oh, here's major, sorry. And minor. And guys, did I do it? I did it. I made it. I made it in time. Okay, so this is just where it gets to be really tedious work, and you're gonna want to use the piano to help you. It's now getting to be penmanship, checking your notes with the piano, and checking it with your ear. Does this sound major? Does this sound minor? Yeah, so you're getting to be more involved with multiple parts of being a musician. And you're starting to encompass more things. So don't be afraid to kind of draw out a piano on a separate sheet of paper. You know, how many times have I done this in school? You know, oh my goodness. And I would just be like, okay, CD. Okay, that's a half step. This is a whole step. And I mean, this looks, you know, so ugly, but you know, you get the picture. How many did I have? And be like, okay, that's a triad. You know, have a piece of notation paper next to you. But whatever it takes, you know, do what you got to do. Don't be afraid to make it work for yourself. Okay, that was my dog telling me video's up, time to go. Okay, bye guys.